In this video, we'll discuss the permutation formula, a mathematical expression used to calculate the number of ways you can arrange a set of objects in a specific order. This formula is useful in many areas in mathematics, including probability, statistics, and combinatorics. I have here different items and 3 boxes. Suppose you want to store the following items in the box: a watch, a laptop, a mobile phone, shoes, a book, a tablet, a bracelet, and a shirt. There are 8 items to be placed, but you only have 3 boxes, where only one thing can be placed in each box. How many options do you have if you are going to choose 3 according to their importance? In this situation, suppose you choose to place your laptop in the first box, your mobile phone in the second box, and the book on the third box. Aside from this, what other arrangement can be formed? How can we compute all the possible ways of placing these items? We determine that there are 3 events here, and each event is where an item will be placed in an empty box. By the fundamental counting principle, there are 8 times 7 times 6 permutations. Observe that 8 times 7 times 6 can be expressed as 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial, which is equal to 8 factorial over 5 factorial. What does 8 and 5 represents? So, we have 8 represents the number of items you choose from the objects, while 5 represents the remaining items that were not chosen. This can be denoted in the permutation notation as n capital P R is equal to n factorial over the quantity of n minus r factorial. NPR is the number of permutations of R objects from a set of n objects, and that is equal to n factorial times the product of all positive integers up to n, divided by the factorial of n minus r times the product of all positive integers up to n minus r. The exclamation point is a mathematical symbol that represents the factorial function, which means that you multiply all the numbers from the chosen number down to 1. From our given example, if we use the permutation formula NPR or N capital PR to determine the number of possible ways of storing 8 items, we can have N is equal to 8 and 3 items at a time in a box, which is R is equal to 3. Then it will be written as 8 capital P 3, that is equals to 8 factorial over the quantity of 8 minus 3 factorial, which is equal to 8 factorial over 5 factorial. That will be equals to 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial, which is equal to 8 times 7 times 6, and that is equal to 336. So based on our given example, the 8 items that are going to put inside the box we can have 336 ways. And how are we going to arrange them? Another example, suppose we have 5 books on a shelf. And you want to know how many different ways you can arrange 3 of them in a row. In this case, we have n is equals to 5. Since we have 5 books, and we have r is equals to 3. Since we want to arrange 3 books in a row. Substituting these values in the formula, we can get 5PR. Or we can have 5P3, which is equals to 5 factorial over the quantity of 5 minus 3 factorial, which is equal to 5 factorial over 2 factorial. That is equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 factorial over 2 factorial. And for our answer, we have 60. So we have 60 different ways you can arrange 3 books from a set of 5 books in a row. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.